Hey, welcome to the show. And this is a little thing I call off the cuff, and I'm going to tell you about it here in a second. And if you are listening to this pre-recorded, I do these live every couple weeks, and you want to see the schedule and follow along on my YouTube channel, that would be awesome. Go to my website. You can jump right over to YouTube and subscribe, like, and do all that good stuff. And there's also everything you need to know about the show there as well. WaltzKitchenTable.com. And also Liv Rishi. These guys, I got to keep talking about them because I love them. They keep me in motion, free of pain and discomfort in motion, because I love the Rishi rub. Jump over, livrishi.com, use the code word table50. You're looking at half off your entire order. And they got all sorts of crazy good stuff in there too. Little beard balm. Just saying, fellas, check it out. All right, man. So what is this? Off the cuff, it's me, this microphone, you all listening, and whatever's on my mind. You know, I just spit out whatever I'm thinking. And today's topic is escapism. So I don't know what you do for escapism. I know what I do, and everybody is crazily different with their escapism. You know, you might sit in your apartment or house in a nook of the window in the middle of the night, reading a Charles Dickinson book with the cat on your lap, and that's fucking escapism to you, which is cool. Or you might be going to Vegas for the weekend with strippers and cocaine, and that's escapism. So whatever, dude, I don't judge. I used to judge a lot about escapism, like why are they doing that and why don't they do this and all that good stuff. But I don't do that anymore. I do a little bit. I got to be honest with you. Do a little bit. But a couple instances I want to talk to you about, and I thought were worth coming up, mentioning. You know, my wife and I went and recently went to a couple of events. That's our type of escapism, and plus we get to spend time together. The first one, on a whim, on a Sunday afternoon, we went and saw Maverick, the new Top Gun movie. And by the way, it's fucking phenomenal. Absolutely great movie. We truly enjoyed it. We both did. And we left that movie with just a lot of emotion. You know, it really hit hard for me anyway. Great movie. If you haven't seen it yet, definitely go check it out. But then people are like, what'd you waste your time doing that for? And wait for DVD to come out, and you could have been doing something else or whatever they came up with. There was a handful of stuff, and I just tuned them out after a while. And I was like, wait a minute, man, what are you judging my escapism for? That's what we decided to spend our time with. You know, if I find out that your escapism is using a nail and scratching symbols and shit into raw wood, what difference does that make to me? That's what you like to do. That's what you like to do, not me. So I just kind of started scratching in my brain a little bit, you know, and I was like, all right, I get this. People are different, you know, which is great because that's what makes the world go round. But then also, we went to a Cirque du Soleil live show. If you've never been to a Cirque du Soleil show, you just got to make time. Those things are unbelievably worth it. And talking about escapism, if that's what you're into, I'm not going to describe it. There's this thing called internet, and on the internet, it's a thing called Google. If you put Cirque du Soleil in, you can find out everything you need to know about it. They're just really cool, a lot of talented people, and with the music and everything else, my wife and I enjoyed it tremendously, really enjoyed it. As we're coming out, you know, again, we're emotional about it, and we're talking about certain things, and we're laughing and having a good time. And we come up to the car, and there's these two ladies that are kind of parked next to us, and they're like, "Hey, did you see the show? Did you see the show?" And we're like, "Yeah." And they're like, "What did you think?" And I was like, "Oh Christ, they're gonna bitch about it." Sure enough, It's not as good as this. They should have been doing this. They should have been doing that. And at first I was like, Jesus, can't you? I didn't say this because I just kept walking because it's not worth my time. And I said, but in my mind, I'm like, Jesus, can't you just enjoy the show? Or can't you just have a good time and look at it for what it is and not be a Monday morning quarterback? And, I was bitching about it, basically. And I thought about it. A couple days later, I said, holy shit. You know what? Maybe those two ladies' escapism is critiquing shit like that. Like they come out of the show and they don't want to look at whatever's going on, or, escapism. That's what it's for, right? You get away from what you want to get away from. Maybe them two bitching about it for the next 2 days is their escapism. And it dawned on me, holy cow, look at the crazy amount of different types of escapism there is. There is so much stuff out there that trips somebody's trigger and they enjoy it that I can't even, they would say it to me and I'd go, well, what? You did what? Okay. All right. Well, did you have a good time? I guess that's fun to you. I didn't even know that existed. So I guess I come to the conclusion of, as long as it's pretty moral and nobody's getting hurt and it's legal, I give a fuck what you do. And you have a good time. Oh, good for you, man. Good for you. And on the other side of that, if you see somebody doing something and they're like doing something completely, I can't even come up with anything off the top of my head. And you're like, what are they doing that for? That's stupid. Well, who the fuck are you to tell them that's stupid? Maybe them looking at what you're doing, they would tell you you're stupid. And how would that make you feel? Right. So I guess what's been on my mind is escapism. Everybody has it. Everybody has their own type of escapism. And who are we to judge anybody's escapism? It doesn't matter to us what somebody does unless you're Jeffrey Dahmer, and that's kind of fucked up. So going back to the kind of moral, because there's some things, but kind of moral, legal, and nobody gets hurt. I don't give a shit what you do. And of course I find myself falling into the trap a little bit once in a while, to where you see somebody and their first instinct's like, what the fuck are they doing that for? But then you think about it for a second. You're like, you know what? That makes them happy. Probably wouldn't be doing it if they didn't make them happy. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I had on my mind today. I hope you enjoyed it. I like to keep these super short and sweet. But I do have an awesome announcement, and I'm unbelievably excited about it. And part of this podcast project to get this going, I loved going to story slams. If you don't know what story slams are, they're when a group of people get into a venue and you get up there and you got 5 minutes to tell a story. Everybody's got stories. Everybody likes to hear stories. That's what got this podcast project going. And by the way, if you don't know, I have a full-length episode every other week as well. You can check that out on the website, waltskitchentable.com. Throw that out there as well. But then all the craziness of COVID happened and no more story slams, right? Because nobody's getting together. Now I'm like, oh man, I miss these things. And I looked around and nothing. So you know what? Fuck it. I'm putting one together. It's going to be a monthly event in central New Jersey where you come out. Every month there'll be a different venue. So you got to follow me on social media, and I'll have a link in my website as well. If you go to the menu, it says Story Slam, and it'll give you details there as well. But I'm not going to get into this too far. Hit me up if you got questions. But if you want to join us, I would love to have you. Get up there, tell some stories, have some laughs, go to, have your friends come out and all that good stuff. But anyway, going to get you out of here because I know you got shit to do. But don't forget, Live Rishi. These guys make awesome CBD product. I love them. They keep me going a lot. And my website, waltskitchentable.com. Everything you need to know about this here show. Also with the new Story Slam coming. And if you like what you hear, I would love for you to tell a friend or 7. And when I say have a great day, The motherfucker is silent. Till next time.